It's very big who you put your child with in regards to how they think and how they see the game.
Yep.
Group is for kids that have established the foundation, and from that foundation, I don't gotta do too much talking. The reason I did start training, I knew what it's like to come from a single parent household, and the game basically was my only safe haven. So I took the game and I used the game and not let it use me.
I said, man, you need to watch girls basketball.
Yeah.
Like they play with a different level of IQ. Like
Facts.
they don't rely on athleticism.
I'm gonna tell you the worst person to lose by. The person I fear the most in you.
Who?
The big coach on the sideline eating nachos.
When trainers wanna, oh, well, look at Kyrie, he does that.
Yeah.
No, bro, he
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
train
yeah,
on
like
that. That is reactionary. The first move might be the regular move,
yeah.
the jab step.
Yeah.
Then get into it, then the defender steps up, then that's reactionary. I was like, look, man, how can I make him compete more? Compete harder. Like some weekends he's ready to go, some weekend he's passed, or some weekend somebody getting this shit and he's kind of like, they fouling me. Ellis told me this, and you just said it. He said, look, man. What's going on, man? Welcome to Hoop Lounge TV, where we sit back, kick back, talk about hoops. Look, man, I got a special guest. He's running in the Atlanta area in the Grassroots, developing real dogs, man. Listen, business, trainer, turned it into a passion. I know a lot of you guys train, but he's actually training, making it a business and developing at the same time. Listen, my man, Beyond Basketball Academy, Tion, Watkins. What's going on with you, big dog?
Bro. I appreciate the introduction.
Oh,
bro.
listen, man. Listen, man. It's all love, bro, man. We go back, man.
Definitely.
But a big thing though, bro. Like, I'm proud of you though, dog. Like, because you go from not playing as much off the scene, you modeling, and then you come back, and then you really training. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it, man. Like you're turning it from, grassroots, but you got a real business behind it. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, we're gonna get into all that, man, but we're gonna jump right into it. Listen, man, I made a comment on my previous podcast, you know what I'm saying? And he brought it up to me. And we're gonna clear the air on this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about talking. So listen, I know I made a comment saying I'm not big on group training session because I feel like majority of trainers don't really break it down. You feel what I'm saying? Like I see when I go somewhere and it's just truly about money. It's like the good kids are being slowed down by the kids that are not really ready to be competing with them. Yeah. So I made that comment. I know when we got in here, man, you checked me immediately. Yeah. Talk to me, big dog.
Okay, so and that's something I had to learn early on, right? Like it was a calling without me knowing it was a calling on my life. So throughout my experience of time, I realized that people have paid their hard-earned money, paid for one-on-ones to develop.
Yes.
So you got parents that are true investors because they understand the process.
Yep.
And then you got some that's trying to cheat the process. So then the ones that's trying to cheat the process want their kids in that environment around development kids, but they're trying to basically turn a group into a one-on-one. And I let them know, this is group. You don't get special attention in group. We're not gonna be breaking down things in group. Group is for kids that have established the foundation. And from that foundation, I don't gotta do too much talking. Those are reps. That is high intense reps. Now with someone coming in, you don't even understand and can't even comprehend a process. Your footwork, your foundation, you're fresh. But I think that has a lot to do with the parent ego.
What you mean? Elaborate more on that.
You got some parents, they live in, once they start making a certain amount of money, a sense of entitlement, and they feel like you supposed to conform to their world and their standard. And I'm like, nah, that ain't where I come from. And that ain't what grew me on the court, and that ain't what grew me in life as well.
Right.
So I think you have to bring them back to reality of you being authentic and who you are. Like, I don't care how much money you got. That's not what I'm in it for.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got longevity. Like, I didn't start this as a business. It became a business.
Gotcha.
I started out at very low rates. My parents predicted my rates. I started out one-on-ones, low, we from the country.
Right.
So
straight sticks.
Yeah. So $10 an hour, $15 an hour. That's a lot to us. You know? So when they told me they'd pay me $25 an hour for training, I'm like, well, hey.
You start doing the math.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 4
like,
kids, and
man,
125 an hour. Sure, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm living.
Yeah.
Like, I done arrived. I got a real career. But my parents was like, that's too low. Then I went up. They like, that's too low. And so they drove my price up. I didn't drive my price up. Sometimes you don't, when you're good at something, you don't sometimes know your value. People will tell you your value.
But listen though, like I see, I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. Because I know whenever I was watching your clips, like you are going through the motions with them, and you big on the intensity of the drill, game speed. Like I think that is kind of not highlighted with some of these trainers. Like, bro. Game speed matters, bro, when you're developing, dog.
No, definitely. You got to have a certain type of energy. You know what's so crazy? I thought about this. I said, it's very big who you put your child with in regards to how they think and how they see the game.
At what ages, though?
Young, because the reason I'm saying it, the young, as soon as your child find a passion and love for it, I think it's very important to put them with someone that are not going to put their fears on them. Like, you know, it's grown-ups don't feel like they can achieve certain things in life.
They'll project, bro.
So they
project their own past onto people.
Yeah.
And see, I'm big on protecting my son's innocence and innocence. That's why I'm big on who trains my kid,
And
bro.
That's where I'm at with it, the projecting. Like, so if you bring your son to me, I could say, he's 8, so I'm going to train him with the basics. He's probably already by that, but I already set a standard. Like each kid coming to gym, I'm not saying you're going to get it immediately, but that standard is I'm going to have you in elementary, you're going to look like you an elite middle school player because I'm pushing you and setting a standard and the bar so high with intensity and with the development. But it's so I'm telling my parents, like, don't get a trainer that project because people have low standards. You could project someone's child to have a standard of what you think a child that age should be.
Question. Let's stay on that though, bro. So whenever a trainer projects, whenever you seen that, what's an example of that?
Projecting is, I done had trainers even come in and I allowed them around my kids. And I like to see where his mental at. He will be basic. And I'm like, you projecting, you think they're not capable of doing this.
So you talking about pushing the kid a little bit, to see what they can do. Yeah,
you challenge them. Like the game is built off adversity. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball, I think that's the thing that has changed about basketball. Like I know money has driven it into a place where the game ain't as from a place of love no more. Like I'm moving, like I'm coming from a place of not only just love for the game, but also pain and regrets. You know,
bro,
like I could have did more, I should have did more. So that movement that taking place, that energy is taking place, what's keeping me going like that is regrets that I could have done more, and I want to see other kids succeed, and I know what it's like to fail.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is what it looked like, not only to fail, but this is what it looked like too, to operate from a place of regret too. They don't know that. But if I feel like if I give you all that, I'm giving you all I got through even the space that I'm in mentally, like.
Which I think is pivotal, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's so pivotal, dog.
Parents, a lot of my parents don't know that, you know, like, cause I'm not getting into that personal space.
Right.
But I felt like the reason I did start training, I knew what it's like to come from a single parent household. I knew what it was like not to have a father in your life. And the game basically was my only safe haven. So I took the game and I used the game and not let it use me. But at the same time, I feel like I worked my ass off and got cheated out of a lot of opportunities as well. So being cheated out of certain opportunities, knowing that I was better than certain people's sons, knowing that it was daddy ball, but I didn't have a dad with a voice. I didn't have no one to come in there that would stick up for me because, you know, you have a bunch of dads surrounded by the game.
Yep.
So what I realized in that moment, hey, this hurt me when I was younger. So how can I help single mothers navigate the game of basketball and help them?
Because it's a lot more of them than it is the dads out here. Because I know even when I coach, bro, it's a lot of single moms that really don't have a clue, big dog.
Clue.
I'm talking about, bro, they be so clueless, bro.
Yeah.
That you can lie to them, take them to the wrong direction, and the fact that they trust you, they jumping off the cliff with you, bro.
Yeah, and they take people, kids, 5-6 years down the wrong, drive them off the cliff, and then parents find guys like us. They like, darn, I wish I would have found you sooner.
Yep.
And it's sad because you're playing with the innocent child future. You know, like I feel like if I'm being honest and real, I'm like, what's so sad is I'm helping other people's children more than their own fathers helping them because they're not being real with them.
Bro, and I'm gonna be real. I know Kendrick. I'm a big Kendrick fan, but in that on this album, what's the name? I Deserve It All.
Yeah.
Bro, he said honesty is better than close to kin. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, because that's one thing I always tell my son, bro. I love you enough to be all the way honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'll tell you when you playing like shit.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Now, you might not like it,
yeah.
but you can always know you can trust daddy because I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying, bro? And I think that's the biggest form of respect and love is you give them that honesty, but you also give them rope to hang themselves too because that's true freedom behind that shit. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
And you know, like, I'm going to piggyback off what you saying. For as Kendrick said, you know what a person told me this year? They said, honesty is being nice, too.
Elaborate more on that.
So, like, you know, I'm basically like, what do you mean by that?
Right.
Like, what do you mean? But it's like, I'm saving you time. You might think I'm being mean, but actually, I'm telling you the truth. And that is actually helping you more than hurting you. Being honest, some people take honesty as you being mean or you don't know. You know, you go into that victim space. It's like, no.
Ah, boy, that sends me from 0 to 100, bro. That sends me 0 to 100, bro.
And you know what? That's a lot of what we deal with in the game of basketball. Like the mental space of that victim mentality.
Yep.
Like everyone's not. Some people are so used to the lie when they do hear the truth. They'll be a victim immediately with the truth. But the lie, hey, bro, look, they will sign up for the lie. Like, please, put me down.
It feel good.
I want to volunteer. Whatever it takes. I'm going to put in how many hours is possible. And I think that's the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many sheep. You know, like you don't. Like, my thing is, like, even when, you know, you look on my Instagram, for example, and people be like, man, you know, you spend like, that's why I was drawn to your podcast. I'm like, finally. Like, guys like us that we're in the community. Yeah. We know what it look like. You remember I talked to you about NBA players? Yep. No knock against NBA players. But I said, you're not in the community.
You're so far removed from it, and it ain't your fault. It's just a reality on where you ascended to. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you got guys like me or you that are in the weeds because we understand the development of the grassroots ages, bro. Yeah. Because my job, like, you know, I coach high school for a little while now. I'm helping Moravian Prep, but my goal is to help, you know, when these kids get to high school, middle school, that they're already coachable. Like, a coach ain't got to go back to teach certain things, bro. Yeah. Like, now, coach them in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Coach them in ball, bro. Because I know with AAU, I mean, even with Ross, man, like, bro, like, he taught us basketball. I remember there's times we run out of bounds play, and I just remember a little story. I don't know who we was practicing with. You know, we always practice together, but there was a time where we was doing an inbound play, and somebody had caught the ball, but he came down with it, but the guy was open split second later. Also, like, catch it and jump past it, like, right down. You know what I'm saying? Bro. But just being reactive, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, and to me, I think that's part of game development, because there was shit that we done when we was little that I didn't even know what we was doing, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, we didn't train till late.
No, definitely.
Like, all our stuff was competitiveness. Like, we was just going at you. And then through the course of the game, that's how we got better. You know what I'm saying? But Man, like you said, bro, we was from the country. We didn't know no better, bro. We didn't care though.
No, we didn't.
we didn't care, bro. We didn't, bro.
We was just competitors and competitors at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I think the difference between us being from the country, we sort of knew. We from the country, like what we got to lose, you know what I'm saying? So we're looking for who's the best, because we're trying to make a name for ourselves.
Yes, sir.
So I think all of us knew, like, man, ain't nobody thinking about us, and we went in there with a chip on our shoulder,
all the time, dog. All the time, bro.
We got to be remembered for something.
Always,
and that's what I'm trying. You know what's so like country kids? The difference between being in that country and a stick like us, like we understand, like ain't nobody thinking about us back here.
Like, we already know, because it was the other way around. Oh, them city boys, they athletic. But we like, well, shit, all right, well, let's be ready then. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. What's going on?
And we wanted to smoke.
Yep.
We weren't trying to run from it. We weren't looking for it. We just had a coach like Coach Ross. He was taking us to the smoke.
He was taking it to
But he believed in us, and he knew what we was capable of.
Bro, he did, bro. I just remember, and look, man, Ross was that guy, man. He a legend, bro. He got his hands on a lot of us, bro. Even though, like, you know, guys are playing, but you running business, I'm running businesses. Spikes is doing what he do. Stoney, David, all of us is coaching. He had his hands on Mikey. You know what I'm saying? More, like, bro, he is known. And then our core was the core, I feel like, that everybody remembers, because we was the foundation of it. We was the foundation.
We drove it.
Yeah, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, if I think if Ross was still alive, I think a lot of us would probably still be more in an organization together. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, even though, you know, you in Atlanta, you know, I'm in Hickory, I drive up here to Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? But I do think that camaraderie of us being together at them young ages still has a bond where we can always collab on something.
And it's funny you say that, because, like, just even coming back here, like, you remember, like, when I walked up, I was like, bro, I haven't seen you since the last shot. That was in 2005. We in 2025. That's 20 years later. But to pick up with your AAU teammate, and then a high school competitor, like, we competed in that last playoff game my senior year. I'm like, dang, man, I haven't seen him since the last shot, but we able to pick up in those relationships since childhood. It's like you never skipped a beat. And I'm hoping parents understand, like, through this podcast, that this is what it's like, bro. Listen, you're loyal to each other,
bro. I'm telling you, that's what, bro. This is a product of mostly all my guests, even the ones I play prep school with, and I can just call them. This is a product of camaraderie, because we stayed together and built together. Like, bro, like, I'm telling you,
like, and that's hats off to our parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, even coming from a single parent household, I knew where to go. Like, I knew, hey, look.
Now, you was always at Callis.
Yo, I'm making it to Callis. I got to come through the golf course, wherever
every practice, you know what I'm saying, like, man, my daddy loved you too,
man, bro.
You know
your dad loved dogs, bro. Like, you wasn't a dog, your dad wasn't gravitating to no dog. Like, you had to be a dog. Your dad loved the nutcases. Like, he a problem. But I like that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like, if you was soft, bro. Your dad, you couldn't stay the night with you if you was soft.
Why you soft?
That was the rule, dog. Like, your dad was like, nah, ain't no softness staying over here.
Ain't none
like,
of that,
you had to be, like, confrontational.
Yeah, bro, you got to be willing to stand on your own.
Bro,
like, I mean, I just remember him coaching me, even telling some of our players, like, bro, if somebody put their damn hands on you, you better defend yourself.
Hey, bro, you remember you had the red specs on, like the glasses on. Like, bro, you played with the red specs on, right? And they ain't like, I ain't never respected someone that had the goggles on. You was the first cat I know had goggles on that was, like, busting people's ass and punishing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at you, I'm like, all right, little chubby kid.
Boy, you got me out here sweating, bro.
bro, you out there, and I'm like, what's special about him? Like, he chubby, he got the red specs on. Like, I'm looking like, when I seen guys like Horace Grant play, I'm like, man, he a role. Any nigga,
what are you doing?
Yeah, anybody with goggles on, a role player.
And you know, low key, bro, I felt that way.
Yeah.
I felt when I walked on the scene, so I just remember my daddy telling me when I was young, bro, you get to them fights, you come back home with your ass whipped. Yeah. Hey, you got to see me. So whenever I got on that court, but I felt that,
bro, it was old. Like, bro, you was like ahead of your time. Like, you were playing like low post. Like, I'm like, who in the 5th grade playing? That's a guard playing in the post.
Bro, I was just because that's all my daddy knew. So he taught me block work when I was 2nd, 3rd grade, bro, and I was bigger than everybody earlier.
Scary. Look, when we was playing out, we was prepping. You know, Coach Ross coached. He like, Tion, you gotta go with Gathan. Like, ain't nobody else. Cause like,
but you was that though, bro. I remember in practice, bro. Me and you got physical a lot, bro.
But bro,
going at each other.
Yeah, bro. Cause I knew
damn near ready to fight, but we was dogs though.
Yes.
Still, we was just competing though. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Like, bro, you gotta think like you couldn't go over that message with you half stepping.
No, like, same way with you.
Yeah, you gonna get punished over there. Like, and so that's that's what going back to group sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you ain't with that, I don't need you around.
Well, man, you know what, bro? Hindsight 2020 though, this just hit my head because I was struggling with last year getting my son to like go at guys more. He would go, it'd be in spurts, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be in spurts. But then, you know what I'm saying, when I talked to Ellis, I was like, look, man, how can I make him compete more, compete harder? Like some weekends he's ready to go, some weekend he's passive, some weekend somebody getting this shit and he's kind of like, they fouling me.
Yeah.
Bro, Ellis told me this and you just said it. He said, look, man, they need to compete in workouts.
That's what
he said, bro, you need to have him compete. He lose 5 bear crawls down and back. No excuses. Get it done. Then they get tired of doing the shit.
No, definitely.
They get tired of losing, bro.
Because we don't live in that era we in no more. Like that outdoor
we
basketball.
We got to create diversity for him, bro. I agree with
indoor.
you.
Indoor. You know what I'm saying? Someone's like, well, how's your kids getting better? I said, honestly, I took outdoor basketball and put it in indoor. Because ain't nobody buying the basketballs from Walmart. They buying the Evos.
It's an epiphany, dog.
Man,
God, you ain't lying, bro.
Everything
you ain't lying, though,
I'm
bro.
like entitled.
Yeah.
You got the tights on. You got the dry fit shirt. You got the backpack. You got the slide light. Damn, you got everything. Bruh. But your game does not measure up.
No, listen, I remember us. I don't remember having multiple pair of ball shoes when we played, nigga. What you mean? We had one pair.
One pair for 2 years straight. Bro, we was playing with shoes. We would see each other lose the back of your shoe. Like, but that was normal for us, bro. It was normal to play with
the Converse.
Bro, we was in Converse. And like, we thought those Converses was a big deal. Like, you put some Chucks on now, you get clown.
Bro, you get the clown. And these kids clown early,
when them
bro.
Converses came out the box, we thought it was Christmas. And so that goes to show you, like, how humble we was.
Yes, bro.
And how, like, our parents wasn't investing in that. Like, they were like, show me. Mm-hmm. Bro, I was telling, like, I try not to come off like I'm jealous of kids. Like, now, because, you say so, they be like, yo, you hating?
Yeah, immediately.
Like, you got J's on? Like, but you only scoring 2. I said, in my era, you got Jordans on? I knew you was a 30-point guy.
Bro, we didn't even play in Jordans like
no,
that. That's what, bro, no,
you was
dog.
hooping in Jordans in that era. Like, it was, you never seen it. But if you seen somebody hooping in it, he was that guy.
Bro, it was different, bro. Yeah. They was dogs, man, back when we came up, bro. Man. But listen, but see, guys like you though, bro, like, I appreciate it because, bro, like, you're one of them cats, and plus where my son trains at, like, y'all are big on that competitiveness and that mentality side of it because we know that skill's gonna come. It's gonna come, and when they're around, like, other dogs, when they're ready to be, bro, you can just see the level of competitiveness that the training does after so much. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they're around that. So back to the group training. All right, listen.
I got a good one for you too with that.
Listen. Back to the training. Look, I was wrong, man. Listen, group training needs to be after they get the fundamentals down pat, dog.
And look, let me tell you something about group training. You want me to tell you what's the other thing that I do? Yep. I instigate. You know how old heads used to be on the sideline, like, damn, he killing you. Damn, you getting work.
But that shit used to fuel me up,
and that fuel you, right?
That used to fuel me.
I'm over there like, damn. And I'm doing facial expressions. I'm doing everything to piss you off. And that's how I know if you're ready for group. Like, when you get killed, I want to see if you're going to back down, if you're going to
just come
crying.
back. Yeah, and just go through it.
Yeah.
Even if you getting your ass beat, if you don't back down, I'm signing you up with me, dog. I'm going to war with you.
We just got our ass smacked today by a team out of South Carolina. Like, you know, and I'm looking like, look, bro, I know I'm y'all trainer. I know I have a nice little following. People love, you know, what I'm doing.
What you doing,
but I can be touched up too. Like, I can be touched up and you can be touched up. So guess what I told him? I was like, look, where I'm from, bullies get bullied too. Like Zach Randolph said, like, bullies get bullied too. I said, guess what? Today you met your bully. And so the thing is too, what I had to realize is like, losses come with this.
Bro, listen, boy. Them losses put me in the boy.
Hey, but look though.
Put me low sometime with these kids. I be so, cause you so into it, bro. God, bro, you got to regulate, bro.
No, you got to bring yourself back. Cause you losing with them. You like, look, I know I did everything in my power to prepare you for this. And
I don't think people know that emotional roller coaster we go through, bro.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you the worst person to lose by. The person I fear the most at you.
Who?
The big coach on the sideline eating nachos. He the one that be beating the hell out of people. You know he done picked up some kids around the neighborhood.
He got dogs,
He got dogs.
They ain't running no plays.
He ain't got a care in this world. He's sitting here just eating, letting them run your ass out the gym. And so I tell people, you can't underestimate
No,
nothing.
bro. No.
You know, like you get caught, you gonna run through that fire. So my thing is it's like, losses come with it.
Yep.
How you gonna respond? Like we got a game at 410. I don't even care about the loss. I'm more focused on the response.
Yep.
How you gonna respond? Because you know we took our losses.
Plenty of them.
Sometimes the next game is more important than that first game.
Man, bro, listen, that's 100%.
Yeah.
It's how you bounce back. Yeah, bro. Because listen, if you like, you know, life when you fighting when we young, could you take a punch?
Can you take a punch?
And basketball's a game of momentum, bro. Game of runs, dog.
Right.
That's what I try to tell my kids. Look, guys, we got enough time. I mean, sometimes they be damn near crying on me. Team going to run,
yeah,
bro. You look off your damn face,
bro. Bro, you gotta think. They get down by 4. You see their head drop. I'm like, we down by 2 possessions.
Yeah, bro,
Relax.
chill. It's the third quarter.
The third quarter. We got a whole nother quarter to go. Y'all think this thing ended. And that's the thing. That's where we come in through our experience. You know what I'm saying? We know what those runs look like. We know what you feeling.
Yep.
That's why it's important to put your child with someone that you can trust and them being there.
Agreed, bro.
Being there
bro.
From the bottom
100%
all the way
agree
up.
with you, bro.
And that's the thing.
Agree.
Like, I'm like, man, y'all got y'all kids playing with people that dream, that wanted to play the game. If you never did this shit, you cannot process and fathom what it takes. Especially from your soul. But to put on the line.
And listen though, I always tell people, man, like, cause you know that whole dumb jock thing is relevant when they talk about athletes. I think athletes are some of your most smartest individuals.
Yep.
And the reason being is, bro, cause a lot of times, bro, you gotta process so much information and make a decision within that split second and then learn from the decision if it went the best for you to process the next play. Right. Bro, do you know how much information that is?
Bro, basketball is spiritual.
Bro, for real, bro.
It's spiritual.
For real, bro. For real.
I told someone, I was like, you know, I said, look, I ain't knocking Christianity or no religion, but I said, man, this thing is religious, boy. You dedicated. You eat, sleep, breathe it. You worship it. Like I said, look, basketball saved my life, believe it or not. I said, I know at the end of the day, God has blessed me and God is in full control. But I said, this game is like a religion. It will make or break you too.
Yep.
And it have made him.
Man, listen, made me give it up.
Yeah.
Made me stay away from it for a little while because I hated it because it didn't work out for me a little while.
And I'm
talking about, I'm talking about, bro, getting on drugs because I was doing it because I was just low key, bro. I was so depressed because shit didn't work out the way.
I ask you this?
Talk to me,
man. You seen people in the league and that played at a college level. You used to bust their ass, and you seen them on the TV. You like, man, how you like? I started watching the NBA. I seen guys on there. We used to play and we used to go through. I said, bro, I can't even watch this no more. I thought basketball was fake at some point. Like, man, this is all politics,
bro. And that's just because you're more disturbed with yourself. Bro, because I dealt with it. Like, I dealt with it. Like, and I blamed everything. Like, my injuries, when they came, like, oh, man, could I have prevented that? Could I have done this? He ain't better than me. I busted his ass. I mean, I got film showing it, bro. We going through it. Like, I'm just like, damn, everybody else know you can hoop, bro. But I just think sometimes certain decisions, bro, that I made is what was the turn. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
What was the turn for me? Yeah, bro. Man. And then just that mental side of it, bro, because there's a lot of guys that don't make it. More guys don't make it than who make it. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And we're one of those guys where both of us were. There was times where my journey was different based on a decision I made, but your journey was completely different, but it still landed us in the same spot.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
We here for a reason.
Yeah, exactly,
man,
bro.
Definitely,
exactly,
like,
bro.
Man, it's funny you said that. Like, it was, and this is going back to a mental health perspective.
Yes, I'm with you on that, bro.
I was sitting in the house one day, kid you not. I had all of the trophies. I just started my AAU program out. We thriving. Man, I had probably like 12 trophies in my living room just stationed up, and I swear God was like. He spoke to me clearly. He was like, dang, you ain't won enough? Like, you still chasing trophies for fulfillment. And, bro, I got sad. And at that moment, I was like, I don't know who I am outside of basketball. This is all I know. This is my identity. Man, I picked every trophy up and put it in a closet. My whole perspective shifted from that day. My house changed. I started putting plants in the house. I started growing up. I realized I was holding on. Basically, I was holding on to that little kid that was in the bedroom. When you win a game, you take that trophy and you put it up
right there, bro.
And that was my validation that I was a winner.
Yep.
And I said, once I removed that and put those trophies in that closet, and I said with myself, I said, life just begun for me. I'm about to find out who I am outside of basketball, and I'm going to deliver kids that may struggle and that shift in their life when it don't work out, or young men that struggle with outside of the game. You still need to get to know who you are.
Yes.
Going back to substance abuse, because bro, think about it. We was not drinkers or smokers or none of that.
Nah, man. We had our times where we had fun, but we wouldn't. None of us was really on no shit like that. We just played, bro. Yeah, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And just to piggyback off what you said as far as the mental side of it, bro. Like, you can get to the point sometimes where when you're going through that identity can be so strong, bro, that you need to detach from it in order to find out how to turn that into a passion where it ain't killing you no more. You know what I'm saying? My injury woke me up to that, where I dived back into. When I was little, I sold CDs. I was always into growing something, whether it's business or whatever. I was always that was another thing for me. Yeah. So I had to go into that, get away from basketball, bro, for 4 or 5 years, and then come back to it because my stepson, and not basketball, just coaching period. Because my stepson, he was young, bro. He was playing He's in the first grade playing Buddy Made a football or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was just there. I was watching. I was like, man, this dude don't know what he's doing. I'm talking about the coaches. Like, the kids ain't disciplined enough. Like, they talking about the kids don't listen, bro. Something in me was like, bro, you need to coach.
Yeah.
Like, you need to coach.
Yeah.
And that next day, bro, I went down there and coached that football team. We won the Super Bowl. But I made them kids listen because my thing is they like, well, kids, man, that's too much on them. Now, my nephews, like I was telling you earlier, my nephews, my cousins, they live in the Netherlands, in Amersfoort. Bro, by the time they was 9, 10 years old, they knew 3 languages. So you cannot tell me that these kids cannot learn, bro. Now they playing Fortnite, looking at the screen, jumping, building, doing multiple things at one time now.
True.
So, bro, if cause some parents can't do that. Like I can't do none of that.
No, agreed.
Yeah, bro. So if they can be pushed. So that was my calling, where it was like, cool. Like, if I want to give back, my way is going to be through the sponge ages. You know what I'm saying? Build it there, bro.
That's the most beautiful age, man, because you're sort of taking a blank canvas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if someone brings me their child, like people think like I'm just training basketball. No, I'm approaching it straight from a mental perspective.
Yep.
And I care about your child first and foremost. You got to take your child to a trainer that care about children, not someone trying to make $1, not someone that's just thinking basketball.
Yep.
You got to go beyond that part.
I agree, bro.
So that's why I'm like, okay, what type of personality he got? How he walk in the gym? How he respond when he miss a layup? Okay. Do you like basketball? Holding those conversations. I'm at who your favorite player. So I'm putting it all together, who you are as an individual, so I know exactly how to approach it. But kid, you got to get a kid to open up. So when you start asking them questions, getting to know them, and talking to them, you can't bring your kid in and someone just jump straight into training. It's not gonna work. You can't get through to kids like that.
Yep.
You got to let them know, hey, I'm interested in that too. Oh, snap. And once they get comfortable, they'll run through.
You gotta show them you care about them, bro. Like that. Even when I coach my little kids, bro. Like, yeah, I can fuss at them. Sometimes I cuss them out, bro.
Yeah.
But they still want to come stay the night with me. They still want to be around Coach G because I care about them. You know what I'm saying? And that, bro, it's just what you doing, bro, on that training side. Like, that's why I'm glad you hopped on here, man. Because I won't. Like that type of trainer is what these parents need to go after. It's just not the once a week guy, the guy that has the online thing, bro. Like, it is hard to truly develop that way, bro, because, bro, you got to have a relationship with the kid, and then now the group session, now you explain to me how you do it. Now that makes sense.
Man, let's
feel me?
Man, listen, bro. This is what I want to talk about. Cause I want to talk about this with you before we wrap this up. And the reason I'm saying this is think about it from this perspective. There's different type of trainers out there. People don't talk about that. There's trainers out there that watch YouTube videos and buy cones. There's trainers out there that trying to just make some money to buy some wings or something.
They surviving.
They're surviving. And you got trainers out there that never played basketball, that had a desire to, that are training, but only know it based off manipulating through content. Like, I feel like content trainers are the worst ones. Like, mine is not built off content. It's built off authentic moments. Content is when you want to sit up and explain the move. Like,
and a lot of that shit's reactionary. Like, bro, that's reactionary. That's why I can't stand when trainers want to, oh, well, look at Kyrie, he does that. No, bro, he don't train on that. That is reactionary. The first move might be the regular move, the jab step. Then get into it, then the defender steps up, then that's reactionary. So, bro, like,
now we getting somewhere.
Now me and you got an eye for that. Because we played. But other trainers ain't played like that. So a lot of them can't even tell you that's fucking reactionary, bro.
Those are the ones.
God, bro, that irks me to death, bro.
Those are the ones that have hurt the game. Like, those type of trainers that have managed to put together just great content, but the kid mental cannot handle the capacity of a real dog. Like, I tell my kids, like, man, I'm not training you for basketball. I'm training you for life.
Yes, bro.
Like, if this don't work out, whatever you choose outside of this, you're going to be successful because you understand adversity, you understand failure, you understand what type of support you need around you, and you got to be true and honest with yourself. Like, I don't tell them what they want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to get better at.
I agree.
It's everyone always in these kids' ear telling them how great they are, how good they are. That doesn't help you in general in life. I need to tell you what you need to get better at. At the same time, I'm going to give you.
I'm gonna give you the love you need to keep you going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you got to have that balance, man. Because if you, like, someone's like, man, we'll win a championship. I'm like, all right, we got to the top of the mountain. Okay. But now we got to build another one on top of that mountain. Right. And so I'm always challenging them, never get content. And as a man, I'm not content. Like basketball has driven me into a space in my personal life where I realized, like, I was so great at sports, but I was weak in my personal life. Like, bro, I couldn't fight through certain shit in my personal life. Like, I'm telling you, like, a relationship, man, look, a woman challenged me, I could not.
Bro.
Hey, look.
That's a lot of times where that's when you find yourself as a man, dog. Like, cause that shit's a test now. I mean, I don't condone no type of craziness on both ends, but nah, bro. That a relationship, a woman can hit you in spots where if a man said, you like, man, go on here, man. But when she said
it penetrates you. Like, bro, I realize
there's a little bit of truth in it.
Hey, bro, I'm 37 years old, and it's gonna come a time just like basketball. You're gonna meet your match, and they gonna call out your struggles. I realized my whole life, anytime I've been challenged, bro, I couldn't handle it,
bro.
Now I realize, like, boy, you soft when it comes to relationships. You can't work through nothing.
Bro, listen, bro, you be ready to look, I quit. I'm throwing time. I ain't trying to listen to that. I ain't got time. Man, so, man, that can't be the move all the time. And I'm still learning that part, bro.
Man.
On real shit, I'm still learning that, bro.
And what's so funny about it is that I treated relationships like basketball sports. I'm losing. I gotta be right. Like, I'm comparing who's better, who's up one. You know what I'm saying? Bro. It was I was in a relationship. She told me, she was like, everything ain't competition,
bro. And it's like, bro, you gotta turn that shit off sometime. And I'm saying, reading helps me turn that shit off, bro. If I don't read and like listen to other people's perceptions, bro, when I'm calm, I'm like, okay, I see it. Hey, look, but when you in it.
Bro,
I done been through this. I done been through this. You ain't been through it. All they made is a little comment.
Man, they ain't said nothing, bro. I would go victim in a minute in a relationship, bro. Look, one thing I would say about me in a relationship, the first thing I'm gonna say, you ain't my mama.
But bro, that's my line. Look, look, and don't talk to me like I'm your child. Like, you ain't my mama. Bro, and I had both of my parents. You feel what I'm saying?
Where you think that ego come from? Because sometimes I be like, man, that ego come from competing. We have been in control so much of our destiny in the game, how we compete.
Entrepreneurship. Bro, what?
Man, it's hard to conform when all your life you've been a gladiator. And then you like, all right, I don't know what it's like to not be in control in a war.
Correct.
And
correct.
Man, so
I didn't even think about that though, bro.
Man, it's so much come with the game. Like, when you sit back and when you like really process things outside of basketball, basketball will uproot everything once that ball stop bouncing. Like, you got to think, guys finish the league. You know how you see guys, you see them in the NBA, and then once they retire, you be like, damn, he got big quick. Because now he's dealing with the real reality of who he is. Like,
because you identified, I think sometimes they mix up where, like, being an athlete is a role that you play. It's not who you are.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? And yes, bro, you can see certain scenarios and tendencies of guys that do retire and they don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they identify with. That's why I'm big on, like, if kids go to college nowadays, a lot of kids ain't staying, you know what I'm saying, 4 years. But I would suggest like classes like marketing, business, branding, like, you know, if you coming up through the athletic side. Now, I'm not a big fan of the school system, but I do understand that if you're gonna go there, have a purpose though.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Have a purpose, man. So that way, if ball don't work out, think about the network and the relationships that you made through ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's guys that I do business with nowadays. My realtor from my first new build I did with Gastonia, bro, he remembered me from playing AAU. I remembered him from playing AAU. You know what I mean?
That's important.
Yeah, bro. My guy that taught me land development out of Charlotte, bro, he used to run basketball camps. So basketball was literally my foundation, bro. Like, now it could have been hockey if I played hockey. It could have been whatever, but that is the side of beyond sports that me and you are talking about.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely. What we're giving you is just the foundation for you to do this game, but it applies outside of the game.
And
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
Part that a lot of people can't comprehend or say. Like, and then, you know, I'm not beating up on these content creator trainers, but I think they gotta be.
I ain't feeling the shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you.
I'm not, bro.
And I'm with you. They gotta be held accountable, and they gotta be more responsible. That especially from our culture, like this is for some of us. This is all we got to get out. Like I realized at the age of 8, like this is what's going to take care of my family. It was something in me said, hey, I know this is what's going to get me out. I know that this is something I want to do.
Yep.
And I'm obsessed with this, and I love it. So I'm saying, when you got these type of guys, you got to speak life also into the culture of the game of basketball. Because basketball is just not a game of just playing ball. It's a game of life. And you got to put more, you got to be more detailed on how can I compare life and basketball. So when you're struggling, I'm going to go back to life. You're going to go through this in life. You're going to have a job one day. You're going to have a family one day. You're going to give up?
Right.
Like, what's going to drive you? What's your why behind what you're doing? Like, and that's another thing I ask kids when they come to my gym. What's your why? Like, do your dad want you to play it? Because you got to have something deeper. Like, what drove me, my why at an early age is like, I realized we was poor. And I was like, look,
Man, bro, I didn't know we were poor until we started traveling and we was going outside, and then I was like, damn, it's big ass condo. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going here. I see other parents like, hold on now, why they going to Disney? Why ain't we going? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I started seeing more because of basketball. And then it's like, you know, you know, like I know, man, when you got kids, like I don't want my kid to grow up how I grew up. Not to say that my parents raised me wrong, right? But there was certain shit that I feel like I wish my daddy did introduce me to. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely. That it never introduced to my son. But then again, that made me who I am. Fact. So how do I create that adversity for my child? And I use sports to create that adversity.
Man, that's beautiful, man. And that's the best thing I think that you can share with your child in order for them to be able to process life, you know? Like, it ain't gonna probably be the sport that we choose. Like, for mine, it's golf.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, my son, when I took him to golf lessons, my youngest son, I was like, man, golf.
Just sit back and enjoy. That's all you can do.
Yeah. And it gave me a different perspective for golf. Like, my son, he was like, yo, this. My son was wiping his forehead 1 minute in because it was so much technique. I'm like, oh, he getting challenged mentally. But that's what he loved. He loved to learn. So he was like, but that was driving him.
But golf is that mental stuff.
It is, bro.
But golf's all the way mental, bro. Technique, I'm talking about, bro, I did top golf. Man, I think I'm strong. Man, I couldn't hit that ball. Man, bro, I had to get stiff just to be able to hit it far. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, that's a lot of technique,
my weakest swing went the farthest.
Yes, like, the one you...
Man, hey, bro, that's ego. Straight ego swing, you know what I'm saying? My humble swing is what got me farther. Like, when
ego will tear your ass up.
Bro, when I got beat this morning, hey, look, I came in fly. I'm like, I'm that guy. Man, he smoked my ass. And look, and you know the worst thing is, and when you gotta go through shaking that hand, boy, you know when the coach know he got you, he been looking for you. I could tell he was like, he ain't really what I thought he was.
Bro, and then when I walk through that line, that first thing going my son, man, he ain't developing them kids. Man, he don't care like I do.
Ego, back at it. Ego back at it, bro. And that's the part that I had to realize. When I walked out, I wanted to go in the corner and get on their asses. But I said,
I was a victim of that last year sometimes. The kids looking at me like, man, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, dog, this coaching shit is crazy, bro.
Look, let me tell you something. When I went over there, I said, that ass whooping was for you too. Yeah. Look, first time back home. So I done went down here to the city life. I'm training these city kids. So I done forgot what we built off of.
Yep.
When we got out there, I said, shit, this us. I'm playing against me right now. And they can't, what I've been trying to get them to understand, they in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kid who ain't got shit. That's the kid who lights ain't on. That's the kid who dad ain't in his life. You up against a mother with some adversity, some real adversity. And you can't fathom. Like I seen my boys' shoulders drop. I was thinking, I'm like, man, my guy's tough. They tough skill-wise.
Bro, and that's the difference that I struggle with, like with my son. He is very skilled, bro, but when in some games, bro, Team United go on a run, his shoulders is dropping.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like when you drop, the whole team drop. And then here I am, I'm tearing his ass up because I can't get over it. It irks me, bro. But then that's the point where I gotta, get aware, bro, where it's kind of like, look, like, don't rob him of learning this for his own development, because I know what's going on. I have to let him go through this. And sometimes, bro, like, I gotta shut the fuck up.
Man, bro.
You feel me, dog? Like I got to shut up. Like I gotta give him his space, bro. You know what I'm saying? To figure this out.
That's valuable. If any parent listening,
bro, that's something I had to learn, bro. Because I can get on him. Well, you ain't doing this. Am I right? Yeah, bro. But a right time to deliver the message, bro, is not then. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Let him figure. And sometimes it just shut up. Period. Like let him figure it out. Let them figure it out. And that's what I got to get better at this year. And that's what I'm going to get better at this year, bro. But goodness, bro. That shit is an emotional roller coaster for me, bro.
Hey, look, hey, listen, like one thing like going off what you just said, it's important to give kids their voices back.
I agree. I agree.
Our parents actually gave us our voices when it came to our activities or our sports and our hobby. That was for me and you to have our confrontations. That was for me and you to talk to each other and figure it out. So if I'm a dog, I'm going to let you know, like, bro, step up. But the parents, we so afraid, the kids are so afraid to get on each other because everybody parent around watching. So like, why you saying something to my son? Our parents used to let us get that shit out of us.
Bruh, dog, listen, bro, we used to damn near fight.
Yeah, your parent in the gym.
My daddy up here, what you looking at me for?
Yeah.
Tion, look, don't let him push you.
Yeah.
Bro, nah, bro, that is part of development too, letting them go through it, bro. You have to, because it created
a good scuffle.
Bro, it created another respect for me and you.
Yeah.
So like when I know that we played together, I know I could count on you. You know what I'm saying? Internally.
Yes.
Somebody bark at you, I'm barking back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But that all came through the competitiveness of letting us figure it out. Whenever we scuffle it. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Man.
Because, man, that teaches not just young men, but even the young ladies that, listen, you have to compete, and that's part of it. Competing is 98% of the battle with this, bro.
That's why women basketball is growing at the rate that it's at, because they're vocal. and they're very mature. You know, women are very mature.
I feel like their IQ's higher.
Oh,
I had a kid ask me, you know, I said, do you watch basketball? He's like, not really. I watch NBA. I said, man, you need to watch girls basketball.
Yeah.
Like they play with a different level of IQ. Like
Facts.
they don't rely on athleticism. You feel what I'm saying? They more like, okay, let me read this.
Women are poised. Like training, bro, I feel uncomfortable training girls at times because I go in there, I'm so used to yelling and barking because, you know, you gotta be damn near crazy sometimes training the boys. I go in there with
you gotta show them that you'll bust their ass. Like, with them
bro,
boys.
don't play with me.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me. Like, hey, I'm the big
That's
dog.
how you gotta do that, bro.
If you don't, they'll walk over you.
Yeah, they will, bro.
Man, girls, the girls like, give me the work. Show me the work. And I'm looking like, why y'all, they intimidating me. Cause I'm like, am I doing something wrong? But they like, give me what I need so I can get the hell on out of here. I know what I'm here for.
Yep.
Give me what I need.
Yep.
Boys come in, they want to goof, crack jokes, shoot a damn shot from half court.
And have me ready to cuss you out before we even start workouts.
Nah,
I'm ready to go off. Like, stop with the bullshit early on, y'all. Y'all already know better. And then my kids, I love them to death, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, that shit sends me up a wall, dog. I'm so old school with that shit, bro.
Gee, I'm telling you, bro. I'm going back to this morning. I came in there cussing. Like, I'm seeing shirts untucked. Where your
well, you on
went straight in cussing. I know the other team like, man, they got one of them crazy coaches. And I'm like, nah, I just know what it looked like. I know what failure looked like. If your shit ain't tucked in, you know, we used to, hey, bro, you know, when coach used to be like, tuck your shirt in, we used to be like, man,
why?
What? And we used to get our ass
because we're not mentally prepared, bro. Like those are signs of not mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Missing layups and warm ups.
Yeah.
T.
Man, you miss a layup and warm up, you will get your ass took out and start lineup. Look. The coach will make an example out of you.
And we love our kids, y'all. Don't get it twisted. We love our kids. Don't get it twisted.
Gee, you'll run back to the huddle and you be like, all right, I know I'm in the lineup. Yeah. Coach be like, you down. You be like, what?
What?
You was down there playing the play.
You think I didn't see the shit, did you?
Definitely, and that's how I am. I'm going off what I know. I'm looking for the bullshit. I'm looking for who's fucking up.
Boy, you got me sweating and laughing.
Hey, whatever you on, I'm on.
I'm on it,
like,
dog.
I'm on the bullshit.
Yes,
so let
bro.
me see it, so I can get straight to it. Like,
kill it now.
Yeah, your ass ain't even gonna see the floor today. You don't even know that because you done smoked 3 layups. You jumping off the wrong foot, and you worried about your dad. Like, I had a player, bro. You know when they put the parents up top in the rafters, right? So when they went up top, he kept looking up there. I screamed out loud to him. I say, look your ass up there one more time. I'ma see you up there with him. And with that being said, I got him to lock in. He was playing horrible. Every chance he got, he looking up there for fucking validation. I tell him, your parents can't save you once you step between those lines.
That's why my practices is closed. That's why when my son trains, a lot of times I go hide.
Yeah.
Because when he's on that bullshit, he starts looking at me. And I tell him, when you looking at me, then you fucking up.
Yeah, that's real.
Now stop.
That's real.
Now get tapped in.
That's real.
I was like, okay, now you know.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's my relationship with my son. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm on him. So if I pass him to somebody else, if he's going half-ass, he don't do it right, make him do it over. Yeah. Because that's what he's used to.
That's real.
That's what he's used to.
Real.
Do it over.
That's real.
Yeah, but he hears me talk like this, but bro, he still wants to come stay with daddy 24/7.
Man, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the beauty of your son's not running from adversity.
He'll try. He'll
try.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because when they get around mom, bro, I'm on the road. And my son normally, his mom gives him a voice, and I get it. I'm old school.
Most of them do.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a lot of times I got to put the phone on mute just so I don't respond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me just let y'all get it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, because once they get their iPhone, they start shooting their mom text. Hey, dad got me in these shoes today. I'm like, bro, she like, don't say nothing to him. Find a way to speak to him. I'm just like, that's the problem right there.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
the problem is you soft, now you trying to make me be soft, so what we getting here?
Yeah, we ain't
now he running shit. So I'm like, man, I don't give a damn your feet hurt. Like,
man, my son hit me with that trainer the other day.
Yeah.
He hyperextended his knee at practice, bro, and he go talk to his mama.
Yeah.
You know, I told him we doing this, and I said, look, bro,
yeah.
don't go upstairs. Like, get your shit, we going.
Yeah.
So I get a phone call, one of my investor buddies, we talk about a deal. I'm looking around. He done got ghosts. I'm like, yo, come on.
Yeah.
We need to go. Bro, I get a call, his mama. Well, he said his knees hurt, and I said, I done paid for this shit. He's going. Because I done told him.
Yeah.
She come downstairs, get on me. Like, she just talking to me, giving him a voice.
Yeah.
He in the corner over there with his face looking to the wall.
Yeah,
he know, but I ain't hearing that shit.
Yeah, he know.
Get in the car.
Boys, look, if we know, you know what I'm saying? If anything we learn early on as young men is how to play victim. Like, if we could get out of some shit, we gonna get out of some shit.
Yeah,
like,
bro, and that's even the top athlete kids. Like, that's what I tell parents. Like, bro, don't think because my son's on social media, I got his videos that he just wanting to go. But half the battle is I got to make him do shit, bro.
Hey, G, listen, bro. One of the parents was like, damn, I was thinking you was gonna call a timeout. I said, look, sometimes you just gotta learn to get your ass stomped on.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's one thing you fighting, but sometimes when you don't want to play, you need to get your ass kicked.
Yes, bro.
To realize, like, well, coach, why? I knew why I didn't call a timeout, because I'm watching. I'm like, you're out of shape. Your body.
I don't care about the win or the loss right now.
No.
This is a lesson you about to learn because I'm about to go off and I'm gonna just let you deal with it because I'm tired of fussing.
Yeah. Bro, I gave everything I could give in the first half. Second half, that's your ass.
Yeah.
First half, that's me. Second half, I realize I'm not getting back what I'm giving. So let's go ahead and take this ass whooping. So right now, they're at the hotel, sleep, ready. But this next team, they gonna feel it. I know the next team is going to feel it. And that, we'll follow up on that the next time I see you. But I can tell, based off the conversation, I said, hey, all I can tell you is I know what it's like to go take a nap after a loss. When you wake up after a fucking loss from a nap, you looking for the smoke. You done ate, because them morning losses will make a nigga angry throughout the day.
I'm talking about, bro, if I didn't have to feed you, I wouldn't feed you. That's how hot I be, dog. I be hot, man. Listen, man, I take it personal. How much time we got, big dog? 0? Okay, that's good. Look, what time is it?
3:04.
Okay, yeah. You gotta go. Listen, man. Look,
Definitely.
It's a great episode, man. Listen, this is my dog, man. Anybody in that Atlanta area, man, listen, please tap in because this is real conversations about guys that really in this grassroots, and we give a damn about these kids, and we give a damn about development because we're gonna erase that narrative where AAU don't develop kids. Nah, man, it ain't AAU. It's the people that's involved, and we're gonna be the voice for that. But listen, any special words, T, for the audience, man? That's your camera right there, big dog.
Man, I would say if you in basketball, enjoy the process with your child. Don't look at it as just the game of basketball. Look at it as you're sharing life, the game of life with your child right now. So just enjoy this moment. Don't look at your child just as a basketball player. Look at you're using the game to make your child a great human being.
Facts, man. Listen, appreciate y'all. Tune in for the next one. Peace.